Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Talk About It, where today's it is going to be moving out on your own. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you all had an amazing weekend and you have an amazing one this weekend as well. If you missed the last video, we talked about financial organization, and now we are going to talk about how and what you need to do to move into your own place. So I actually moved into my own place in May, and I have been living here for a few months now. And I think it's finally time I shared the video. I still have yet to fully do a tour. So I'm trying to wait till I get all my furniture in to actually record everything and make a whole tour of it. But I do have a clip of when I first got to walk into my very own apartment, and I was super excited. My dad and my grandma were with me, and we recorded me walking in, and that was such a thrilling moment that I'll show you. So as you could see, the place was unfurnished, so I did have to furnish it myself. This is actually a place that just finished being built recently, and they're still finishing some things up. This place requires you to have, I believe it was 3 or 4 times the rent since it's newer. So if you are looking to move and you want a newer place, just know that the rent income is going to be slightly elevated. I did have a, forget what they call it, but it was a sheet that I got from my job saying how much I'd make yearly. They accepted that, as well as my pay stubs from my shipped job as well, and also my other job I previously had as well. So that put me right at the mark. I was able to get in. I think that was the most stressful part of knowing if I got the apartment or not, was if I qualified because of the income or not, and I did, luckily. So that was a huge stress reliever. So when you are looking to move out on your own, think what you want and what you need to have. Because if you don't, you're going to end up settling for something you may not want, and then you're going to have to leave sooner, and it's a whole thing. So I recommend making a list, or even in your head, knowing exactly what you wanted. When I was looking for places, I was looking to see if it was in a great location for me, if it was affordable, if it had the amenities, if it has a balcony. I know some people may not think that's important, but my dad always told me that it's super important, and I'm so glad that I went with one that did, because I find it actually very peaceful. And I actually do some work out there more at nighttime because I'm in Arizona. It's just so hot during the day. I cannot stay out there for a long time. So sometimes I'll go out at night and I'll just sit down, listen to music. I might watch something, I might work on something, anything like that. So know your necessities. Don't let anyone tell you anything else. I tried to look for a location also. So I am 21 now. Yay, had a great weekend. And I wanted to be in a location where it was close enough to where I could go out, but still in a quiet area, because I do still like my peace and quiet. So we were trying to find something that was like a quick Uber ride, there and back, so I won't have to drive if I decide to go out or anything like that. I also wanted to see if it was affordable. My budget did end up changing quite a bit. I didn't exactly know what I was looking for. I was mostly looking for places and just seeing what the range would be. It's crazy how it's changed. At my last place, I had 3 other roommates, so it wasn't that much, but it was about 500 something, I want to say. And now I'm paying 1,500, so that was a drastic change. But I'm not mad at the decision I made because this place has everything that I'm looking for and everything that I need. It has a gym, which I actually go to a lot more because it's a nice gym, and it's 2 floors. So I'll typically go like in the morning or later in the day. It has, what was I gonna say? It has in-unit washer and dryer, which is like my necessity. Has the balcony that I wanted. It's really spacious in here. This place had a studio that I actually was looking at getting, but I really wanted an island in my kitchen. So I ended up getting the 1 bedroom because of the island. And it wasn't that much of a big like price difference. So I was fine with that. So yes, I have a 1 bedroom and I am in Midtown. I will actually show you pictures of what the complex looks like in a moment. But my recommendation, if you are looking, come up with like 3 or 4 places that you want to tour, and then maybe on your way you might see something that wasn't even on your list, because that's exactly what ended up happening with me. I had 3 or 4 places I wanted to see. I chose locations that were closer to the city. I chose one that was a little bit farther out and one that was just, okay, let me see how it is, I guess. So the first one we saw, I'm pretty sure that one was a bit farther out from a lot of things. It wasn't near downtown or anything. It was in a completely different area. I liked it, but it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I wasn't walking in and being like, oh my God, this is home. The next place I looked at didn't have the nice gym I wanted. It didn't have the balcony and everything like that. So I wasn't a huge fan of that one. Another one that's super, super close to me, it's like right across the street. I looked at that one and I almost did move into that one. It was super affordable, super nice. I believe there was in-unit, it just wasn't in there yet. And everything, it was pretty nice. It just didn't have a balcony, and I really, really wanted something that had a balcony. Now, when we were driving to the last place, I saw there was someone waving a sign around, telling people to take a tour at this place. And we're like, you know what? He's doing a really, really good job. Let's go and let them know, first off, how amazing he's doing. And he got us here. We took a tour. We all were amazed. Since it's a new build, it's super, super nice. We saw the studio layout and we saw the 1 bedroom layout. And it was definitely perfect. It's in an amazing location, has everything I wanted and more, even has dry cleaning. Like, I don't think I'll use it, but there's dry cleaning here, which is super cool. So we toured it, we walked around. Everyone here was super, super nice. This was probably like the quickest move-in I ever had, I guess because I didn't also have a lot of stuff, but they communicated with me well. Any emails I sent, any calls, they were always answered. I got what I needed from it. And I think that was like the best experience I ever had, like moving in, I guess. So we went with this place. It wasn't on my list. It was above my price range. But when you look at it and everything that's included, everything you get, you're like, okay, I understand why it's that much, and I'm willing to take that risk. Everyone's going to be different. You know, some people are really strict on sticking to that budget, which if you are, by all means, do what you're comfortable with. Don't do something that you don't want to do, or in the long run, it's not going to work out. So know what you want though, so you don't completely settle for less. But if you're in a situation where you absolutely have to go, find something. Try to save up as much as you can for that security deposit. If you can pay your first month's rent really fast, that's all going to be a time saver. If you can even find a place that has a concession deal, since this is what this one had, it was, I believe, weeks half off. Yes, 4 weeks half off. So my first 2 months were half off. And since I moved in at the end of May, the deal did not kick in until I was there for a month or something like that. So I paid my security deposit as well as the first month's rent. When I moved in, that was out of the way and I didn't have to worry about it. Then in June, I paid, was that June? Yes, that was June. June and July, I paid half of what it was. And now in August, I'm finally paying the full amount, which I have not had to do yet. So if you can find a place that has a deal, definitely make that like a top option, because if you can find that, you might be set and you can even save more than you wanted to. Another thing I kept in mind was my credit score. I made sure I kept it at a decent, high enough amount that I could. There were still things I'm paying off, so it's not like it was the best credit score, but I tried to keep it at a pretty good level that would help me secure the place, and it did. So if you have a good credit score, you're pretty good. Otherwise, try to get it up before you start sending in things, because they will check that. What else do I want to say? Another thing, I believe if you are looking at a place, see if it's furnished or unfurnished. Some people are fine with it being furnished. I personally know that I'll be probably moving again soon, and I just want to have my own stuff already. Likely in a year or two, I'll be trying to buy a house or build it, probably buy first and then build later. So I just found it easier to get my own things, and I was able to. Got the necessities on day one, and now it's just kind of filling everything in. Every month I try to buy something new for the apartment. So this month it's either going to be bar stools for my island, or it's going to be patio furniture, or it might be both. But like recently I was able to get my couch. That was amazing. So now I can chill there. So I just try to like space it out, get what I need to get. If there's something urgent, obviously I'll get it. But there's been like nothing like super, super urgent. Like I have to have this right this second. So if you take the time to do the research as well, know what area you're going to be in, and take a tour of the place. The last place I moved, or the last place I lived in, I didn't get to see it because I was in a different state, but my 3 other roommates did. I personally wish I saw it just so I could like know the layout and everything. It wasn't a bad place. It just would have been nice to see it for myself too. So try to tour every place that you can, so you can get it for the get it scheduled for the same day, so you can just boom, 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 get it out the way, make your list, pros and cons, which one worked, which one didn't, can I see myself here, can I not see myself here? Then go from there and start the process. I also took into consideration if when I went, it seemed like it was a very good place to be like surrounded by people, since I don't know anyone. That's why I also opted for an apartment, just so I can meet people. And I actually just recently came from a brunch for the first time here, and there's some really cool people here. So if you can find a place that does stuff like that, where they host events so you can meet people, that's always a plus. See the area, is it an area where you can actually see yourself living or not, and go from there. It takes patience, definitely, and people are going to question, like, are you going to be able to do it? A lot of questions like that came up. Can you afford it? Can you do this? Are you going to be lonely? All this other stuff. Personally, I really like my space, and I like having things to myself. I'm an only child, so I've never had to share. So when it came to like college and being in a dorm room with 3 other people, that was so much for me. I was like, I have to have my own things. And then I moved in with my friends. And yes, I had my own bedroom, I had my own bathroom, but there were some moments where I'm like, I just want to wake up and it's just me and everything like that. And I can just know where everything was placed, or cooking and stuff like that. And it's definitely a change. Like I'm still learning from, especially because I like cooking. So if I was cooking for everyone, I'd make a lot, obviously. And now since it's just me, I'm trying to figure out like, okay, I can break this stuff up to just accommodate me and not worry about it. Yes, I'll have leftovers for like a while if I make extra, but sometimes I don't always eat my leftovers. I've been better at it because I keep making a lot of things. but you definitely learn like the difference in living with three other people compared to just you. And it's a good change, and it makes you see like, okay, so this worked, this doesn't work, I kind of miss doing this, I need to find a place like this. And especially if you're living by yourself, I say get out and explore the area as much as you can to see what's around you. And that's another way you can meet people. I know with the whole corona thing, it made it really hard to meet people, and now people are getting vaccinated, so we're a little bit more comfortable going out. Still using caution, but if you can find people to meet, especially if you're new to a state or new to an area, you always want to make like a few friends here and there. I made a friend actually by joining like a Facebook group, and we met and we went to lunch. So that's one friend, and I just met some people at brunch today. So on that, I will show you the apartment complex that I stay at, and hopefully you'll see why I love it so much. So this is Novel Midtown. It is really close to downtown, but it's in the quiet aspect, which is exactly what I wanted. It's still a quick Uber ride if I decide to go out. They were opening it in sections because they were still building. So some spaces aren't completely open yet. Some are still being worked on, and some are coming soon. This is what it looks like at night, which is so beautiful with the sun setting. I love it, especially if I'm driving home and I see the sun setting. I just kind of look and it's just so peaceful. Here is like some more seating area. This place is very relaxed, and I love the colors that they chose as well. Here's part of the gym. I actually haven't been in this area, but the gym is 2 floors. I normally go on the machine right here for like 15 minutes, and it may not seem like such a good view, but like it is kind of a good view. Like you still see outside and everything. So I'll just be, working out and just kind of like looking at the sky and enjoying, listening to my music. And then let's see our next photo. So as you can see, this is the 2nd floor. There's a bit more machines here. And I learned when a lot of people go, I don't like going to the gym when there's a lot of people, because then I just feel like I just feel like there's less space, and then I have to make sure no one's on like a machine I'm going to go to, or just figure out, kind of reroute what I want to do. So I try to go when there's not that many people, and so far I've been successful. Otherwise, I'll go do my 15 minutes and then I just come back to my apartment, get my yoga mat out, and do some ab workout or something like that, and then end with meditation. Next photo, mailboxes. And then this is what we ended up touring. So I don't know if we toured this one. We saw a 1 bedroom and a studio, and this one looks like it might be 2 bedrooms, but I'm not quite sure. But this is the bathroom. Bathroom is super spacious. Mine only has 1 sink and stuff. The mirror isn't that long. Still super big. Literally the tub, I have yet to like fully relax in my bath. I keep waiting for the perfect time. But when I get out of the shower and in the shower, it's like a little heightened up. So I'm getting on my tippy toes, and every time I get out, I feel like I'm gonna fall. But I just know, I'm like, oh yeah, when I take a bath, it's gonna be the most relaxing night. I'm trying to have a glass of wine and just chill. For our next photo, here's the kitchen. My kitchen is also right there. This is basically what mine looks like. I'm trying to actually find bar stools like this. So yes, and a bar cart too. So this is what the kitchen looks like. I love the cabinets that they chose. It's absolutely beautiful. Everything is like right there. Still a lot of open space. There are so many cabinets. That's what I'm trying to say. My grandma, she loves like seeing all this other stuff. So she'll come over and we'll be like putting stuff away, or we're cleaning. And she's like, you still have an empty drawer, and there's an empty drawer here. There's so many things you can do. Some places I literally cannot reach, so I don't put anything up there unless it's like I have the ladder that day and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna use this, I'll just put it up here. But there's a lot of cabinet space. There's even space in the island as well. So definitely amazing. I'm still working on my organization for that. And then we have the bedroom. Bedroom is super large. I believe I have a king or queen, can't exactly remember, bed in there. And I still have like 2 side tables and my TV stand with my TV, which I think I don't know if I'll keep that in there. I want to hang my mirror in there. I don't really like having my TV in there. And there's still like room to move around. Next one is the living room. This one looks a little bit smaller than what I have. This is, you know, my whole living room area. And so where I'm at is the window is right here. My work desk is right here. I still have open space to the side of me, which is why I was thinking of putting a bar cart. On this side, I have my patio area to walk. Over here in this area will be the TV and everything. Couch is over here. Got to get a coffee table. The bedroom is right there. Bathroom is back there, and there's like 2 ways to enter for the bathroom. So I could go through my room, or if I have guests over and I don't want them in my room, they can just go right through here. See, our next photo is another bedroom photo. And this is the overall layout looking from that. So for more of the, trying to find it. That's not it. Trying to find one of, oh yes, okay, here it is. Oh, this is what I mean. So it looks like this. I'm 5'2", I'm kind of short. I don't have this part. I'm kind of short though, so it's, I really go on my tippy toes to get in and get out without falling. Here's like another area where they have more seating, they have a pool table, and then one of my favorite things is this area right here. So as you can see right here, that's open and it leads to a little secret area, but I don't want to disclose it in case you decide to, like, I don't know, move here or something. If you do, let me know, I'll let you know and get you in. But there's a little secret area in here, and these books are real, so you can actually take them out and read them. Oh, well, I just kind of showed it. That's what's inside. I didn't know they put pictures up of it, but that's what's inside. A little bar area that they'll have with some seating. And let's see if I can find it. This is their office right here. There is some beautiful artwork that was done by people, which is super, super cute. Office space inside as well. Let me see if I can find outdoors. So this is where we had brunch. I actually sat right here. They put this up when it's nice out or they're having something, so you can go out here. There's a coffee machine in here and everything. There's, I believe, a microwave, so you can host events in here. I think you can rent it out. More seating area here. This is outdoors. They have the grills and they have a place where you can sit down and everything. An overlook. I'm pretty sure this is a view from like one of the apartments actually. So this is the view you'd get. Here is some really nice grass right here. Sit down, people walk their dogs. A fire pit, which I've yet to see. And the pool is so beautiful. I've only been in it once. I need to go back, but I went in it when my family came over. We got in the pool, we did some work. It's really relaxing just sitting over here and then being like, hey, let me go get in the pool. So we had that. Is that all the photos? That's all of them. There is a hot tub opposite of this one. It's like back a little bit. So yes, that is where I stay. And I highly, highly recommend it if you are in Arizona and looking for a place that's like close to downtown, still have that fun life and everything. Highly recommend this place. But overall, if you are looking to move, know what you want. Don't settle for less unless you absolutely have to. People are going to ask you, especially when you're younger, a million questions of how you're going to do it. And my best advice is just show them. That's honestly all you can do. Show them that you can do it. And you can look back and be like, wow, I did that. That is something I did. Because I have that moment where I wake up and I come out here and I'm like, this is all mine. Like I made it. And save as much as you can so you don't have to worry about things. You know, in our last video, we talked about that financial organization. That's something that's going to come in handy, especially if you're paying a larger amount for rent. You'll want to set some aside, which is actually what I need to do. Is go through, see how much it is and see how much I need to be making per week and set it aside. So in conclusion, I hope that helped everyone. Also make sure your credit score is at a good point, especially when you're submitting your thing. That'll also get you in. That concludes this video. where we were talking about moving in as a young adult or moving in general. This is really for anyone. So if you have any questions, any concerns, anything like that, or any comments, comment down below. I'll definitely answer your messages and I'll respond to you. If you have any questions, you can get in contact with me. And I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Happy Friday. Don't forget to like and subscribe.